Good morning and welcome to NTV News. I am Siksha Sharma. Let's now take a look at making top stories, making headlines. Kilaraj Regmi expands his election cabinet, inducting 8 more former bureaucrats as ministers. Supreme Court issues interim order directing the Chief Justice to execute his function only as head of the executive. Unethical practice goes unabated at many exam centers in the ongoing school leaving certificate examination. At least 20 people die in 5 explosions at a bus station in the northern Nigerian city of Kano. And Nepal Army salvages a last-minute draw against Machindra in the A Division Super League. Welcome once again. We now take a look at top stories. Chairman of Interim Election Council of Ministers Kilaraj Regmi has expanded his council, inducting 8 new ministers into it. All of the newly inducted ministers have been entrusted with the responsibility of 2 ministries each. All the new inductees are former bureaucrats. The new ministers are Riddhi Baba Pradhan, Minister for Women, Children, Social Welfare and Land Reforms and Management; Bidadhar Malik, Minister for Federal Affairs, Local Development, Health and Population; and Madhav Paudel, Minister for Education, Information and Communications and General Administration. Likewise, Sankar Prasad Koirala, Minister for Finance and Industry and Commerce; Chabir Raz Panta, Minister for Physical Infrastructure, Transport and Urban Development; Thek Bahadur Kharti Thapa, Minister for Agriculture and Forestry and Soil Conservation; Ram Kumar Shrestha, Minister for Youth and Sports, Peace and Reconstruction and Culture, Tourism and Civil Aviation; and Umakanta Jha, Minister for Energy, Science, Technology and Environment and Irrigation. Regmi administered the oath of office and secrecy to the new ministers in the presence of President Dr. Rambaran Yadav amid a function in Sheetal Nivas yesterday evening. The chairman had earlier inducted 2 new ministers in his cabinet, Madhav Prasad Khimire as Home Affairs and Foreign Affairs, and Hari Prasad Neupane as Law, Justice and Federal Affairs and Labour and Employment Minister. With the new induction, the election government has got a full shape with 11 members. The 4 major political parties had agreed to form an 11-member interim election council of ministers led by the Chief Justice Kilaraj Regmi. Supreme Court has ruled that as long as Election Council Chairman Kilaraj Regmi is the top executive of the government, he will not be identified as Chief Justice of the Apex Court. Responding to a writ petition filed by Advocate Chandrakant Tagyawali, demanding that Regmi resign from the post of Chief Justice in view of the principles of separation of power, Justice Girish Chandra Lal made the ruling. Chief Justice Regmi was appointed head of the Interim Election Council of Ministers on Thursday, following an agreement among 4 major political forces. Meanwhile, Nepal Bar Association has once again demanded resignation from Chief Justice Kilaraj Regmi. The umbrella organization of legal practitioners held protest programs in all district bar associations yesterday. At a program in Kathmandu, Bar Association President Hari Krishna Karki, among others, reiterated that sitting Chief Justice heading the government is completely against the principle of separation of power. They were univocal on demanding Kilaraj Regmi's resignation from the post of Chief Justice. Away from political updates, the World Bank commemorated its 5th decade of operations in Nepal. Over the period of 50 years, the bank's support has maintained its focus on the reduction of poverty to raise the living standards of the Nepali people. Speaking at the program, Minister for Home and Foreign Affairs Madhav Khimire emphasized on continued cooperation between Nepal government. He said the bank's role has been pivotal in bringing down poverty in Nepal to 1 unit. World Bank's Vice President for South Asia, Isabel Guerrero, expressed concern over the slow-paced development owing to political transition. Chief Secretary Lilamari Paudel, Finance Secretary Shantara Sudedi also shed light on the partnership between Nepal and the World Bank.
In social and economic indicators depending on geography, ethnicity, caste and gender.
According to the Finance Ministry, the World Bank is currently funding projects worth 1.30 billion rupees, including the education reform program. Women health volunteers in Baque have resorted to agitation. They took up the move due to what they say negligible stipend. They also complain that the government has turned a deaf ear to their demands. They are demanding health insurance coverage, dress and mobile phone allowance. Baque alone has nearly 700 women health volunteers.
र 100 दिनको हाम्रो न्यूनतम ज्याला 100 दिन बराबरको एकमुष्ट हुन आउने रकम चाहिँ हामीलाई 225 का दरले हुने रकम चाहिँ उपलब्ध गराउनु पर्छ भन्ने हाम्रो माग हो.
A school teacher has allegedly raped a 14-year-old girl in Tanahu. The 14-year-old came under the vicious act of teacher Jivan Lamsal while she had gone to Damauli where her sister is taking on SLC exam. Lamsal is the teacher of Nirmal Higher Secondary School. He took the girl in his motorbike saying he will drop her in Damauli. Instead, he took her to Pokhara and raped her at a hotel there. Deputy Superintendent of Police Tika Bahadur Casey confirmed the incident. Unethical practices continued in the ongoing school leaving certificate examinations in many parts of the country. In most of the exam centers in Rukum, outsiders are seen crowding to help the examinees with books, cheating material. A monitoring team of District Education Office said the exams have gone discreditable. Our reporter said over 1,000 outsiders had thronged the Bafikot exam center and they were seen carrying additional answer sheets with answers written on them. Some 380 examinees are appearing in the examination from the center. Similarly, 2 invigilators, including center chief and 3 staffers, have been expelled for the unethical work at the Bhawanipur exam center in Saptari. There were invigilators Lalita Kumari Chaudhary and Laldev Yadav, in addition to 3 examinees themselves. In the meantime, journalists from different media houses came under attack of security men. The security reportedly thrashed journalist Blue and Black who were at Pashupati Adarsha Higher Secondary School Center in Lahan to collect news. The journalists who came under police's attack are from Kantipur, RSS, Gorkhapatra and Image Channel. The security men also seized cameras and mobile phones belonging to the journalist. Our reporter said police personnel thrashed the journalist after they requested if they could take the photograph of the answer sheets. Here we take a short break to stay with us for more updates in the international and other arenas. Welcome back. We continue with the rest of the updates in the international front. We take you to the United States, where U.S. President Barack Obama has offered Iran a practical solution if it truly seeks peaceful nuclear capabilities rather than weapons. In a video to the Iranian people, Obama urged Iran to take immediate and meaningful steps to reduce tension with the international community. He said Iranians had paid a high and unnecessary price for Tehran's unwillingness to satisfy concerns. Obama's message marked the Persian New Year Nowruz. International powers suspect Iran of seeking to develop nuclear weapons, a charge Iran strongly denies. Iran insists its purpose are purely civilian, asserting it needs enriched uranium to make medical isotopes. The President's annual Nowruz message comes ahead of a visit to the Middle East.